Yeah, it is fine. Carefully, he folded the letter smooth on the table in front of him. Viola, are you certain you want to hear the letter? I'm beginning to get the feeling you don't enjoy them all that much. Now she felt terrible. Sharing his only child's letters was the highlight of Atle's day, and she was ruining it by letting her personal feelings get in the way. Of course I want to hear it, Mr. Swartz. I always enjoy sitting with you. Now that was the God's honest truth. Two men sitting on a nearby couch cackled. You'd best watch it, Viola, one of them called out, his smile broad over a graying beard. Atle's going to read every single word of Ed's letter. Might even read it twice just to make sure you didn't miss a single thing. You won't be able to attend to anyone else for at least an hour. I guess I'll simply have to hope that you won't need me anytime soon, Mr. Showalter, she said sweetly, smiling when the men chuckled again. The camaraderie she'd found with the residents of the retirement home brought joy to her heart. She loved working with the elderly folks in the area, loved feeling like she was making a difference in their lives. Girlie, you ready to listen? Two raps on the table with his knuckles brought her back to the present. Of course, she replied mildly. Truly, one day she was going to tell him that she was 22 years old, too old to be called girlie. Ah, what does Edward have to say this time? After casting a sideways glance her way, he cleared his throat and began. Dear Dot, greetings from Nicaragua. As usual, the temperature is near 90 degrees, but my heart is warm from all the good works we've been doing. Not only have we given out a great amount of food and clothing lately, but we've also had some wonderful interactions with the children in the area. As Mr. Swartz continued to read about Ed and his mission work, Viola tried to imagine what would possess a man to leave everything he knew and loved to attend to people so far away. Though of course he was doing many good things with the Christian Aid Ministries Association, there was much in Holmes County, Ohio that he could focus on, most especially his wonderful father. As Atle continued to read, stopping every now and then to repeat what his son said just to make sure Viola didn't miss a single word, she felt her attention drift. Edward's stories, while impressive and heartfelt, simply didn't mean that much to her. Not when she had plenty of concerns right here in Berlin. She couldn't imagine walking away from her family. It was so tight-knit and demanding. At home, she was surrounded by all things familiar and found comfort embracing traditions that had continued for many generations. Though her family was New Order Amish, not Old Order like many of the other Amish in the area, or Mennonite like some of the residents of the home, she'd found that her traditions and values weren't any different from the folks she helped. She was grateful for the many blessings God had graced her with. She'd grown up in a beautiful white house, part of the newest addition to their already sprawling property that had first been built in the 1920s. She was close to her grandparents, who lived in the Dowdy house behind them, and close to her parents and to the few of her aunts and uncles who hadn't moved far away. She'd always gotten along fine with her brother Roman and her twin sister Elsie as well. Of course, things would likely start changing soon. After all, she and her siblings were all of marriageable age. One day, she and Roman would get married and move on. But no matter what happened, she intended to live close and continue to help Elsie. Her sister was always going to need a lot of help. Born with a degenerative eye disease, Elsie would need at least one of her siblings to look out for her for the rest of her life. Just imagining the idea of leaving Elsie in the care of strangers made her heart clench. Thank goodness neither she nor Roman was like Ed Swartz. And so, Dot, I must let you go. The children are about to open their shoe boxes, and I don't want to miss a minute. That caught her attention. Shoe boxes? She blurted. Why in the world does he need to hurry to open?